Ooh! Not bad, not bad.
Not bad, Raashii.
Yeah.
Who did you think you were knocking down there?
I was trying for all, but sadly, we'll get there.
But not bad. My preparation for the interview today has been how to bowl professionally. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos.
Oh wow. I'm definitely losing. You're taking this home.
Are you ready to roll?
Yes, I am.
Yeah? Okay. This bowling alley is going to be filled with laughter, friendly rivalry, and unforgettable memories. We're going to unleash our inner bowling superstars. So strike, camera, action.
अरे वो बंद है. Oh shit!
Take fine. Shoot karo, zoom in karo.
One or two I have to go in. Don't put this. I can never play this. What is happening?
Let's do this, guys. Team Curly Tails. Cut this. Don't show this.
Arey, please. See, I'm getting better with every shot. That's a good thing. Ready, Kamiya? Wow.
Good one. Okay, not bad. So, do you remember when was the first time you went bowling?
I have no idea. I don't remember it at all. But I'm loving this because I think a lot of times I end up playing on PlayStation and stuff.
Yeah.
So, there also you're using your thing, but it's not as good an experience as the real one.
Yeah.
I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I went bowling, I came in a skirt and high heels. Little did I know that I would have to change my shoes, but I did that because my college crush was coming for bowling too.
Well, it's justified. Totally justified.
Have you done anything silly for a college crush or any crush or
I-
any love interest?
I think, yeah, of course, we all dress up.
Yeah.
But I think the first time it's a memory that I have. I was 17 and I got a blow dry done for the first time for a date that I was going to, and I was going in an auto, so I was scared that मेरे बाल उड़ तो नहीं जाएंगे, खराब तो नहीं हो जाएंगे. The guy's like, नहीं होंगे मैडम, आप अच्छे ही लगोगे. So I remember that I started dressing up for dates, which was like an amazing feeling.
But last time when we spoke, you said how much of a tomboy you were growing up.
Yes.
So when did that kajol kuch hota hai moment happen for you when a tomboy suddenly turned into wearing nice sarees?
I think when this really hot guy in my school, he was a footballer.
Yeah.
He had a crush on me. So I was like, oh my god, like, I mean, sometimes, you don't even think कि वो तो अपना scene ही नहीं है.
Yeah.
But he had a huge crush on me, and then I was like, oh my god, if he likes me, I better like look my best. So that's the time that I started turning sort of into the feminine side of it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sure, let's continue playing then. Okay, my first one.
I'm so happy.
Raashii, what's the trick? What's the trick?
So someone taught me.
Yeah.
You go a little lower
Huh.
and you don't put so much effort. Like you just put it lower and you just.
Less effort.
Yeah.
Minimum effort, maximum impact.
Yes.
वो जरा वो रेलिंग ऊपर कर दो ना. बता मैडम को. I didn't need the railing, okay? Have you always been into sports?
Not really. I've never been into sports, but I would play PlayStation and stuff like indoor stuff.
Which other games have you played as a child? And you've grown up in Delhi, right?
Yeah. So as a child, I would play a lot of outdoor games. Like I played Stapu and like those musical chairs that we used to play, and games we would just make up. Like there was one game called Chain, where if we're all running and if I hold you, then you have to run with me.
Oh.
So the last person who's left wins. So we used to run a lot and like.
Are you very competitive?
Yeah, and if I lose, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But I love the adrenaline rush that comes with a game. Like just
And winning,
learning
right?
Yeah, and when you win, it's a double whammy. Not bad. See,
I think we must end this before we get to the final score.
Okay, done.
We should.
I'm okay
Not
with it.
bad, Raashii.
I had
Maybe
a
you can
great
do better
experience.
next time.
Yes.
You can do better next time, okay? I have these coaching classes on weekends.
Done.
I can train you.
I'm just glad I didn't suck. Like I was decent.
Well, you had a better score than me. Scoreboard mat dikhana. since you played very well,
Yes.
we should treat you to some
Thank
good
you.
food.
Thank you.
Saw your series Farzi.
Oh,
It was
great.
really good.
Thank you.
How good are you in real life to tell what's fake, what's authentic?
I was actually horrible at it. Pehle, like before the series.
Yeah.
And when they told me that, she's somebody who checks for notes, and I was like, "Aisa, pata kaise chalta hai? Like, how would you know?" And then they told me so many things in a
Yeah.
normal note that you see to figure out if it's fake. And I was like, "Hame to kuch nahi pata hai." And I was like, people need to know this. People need to know that there are fakes in the market and everything. And there's so much of knowledge that I got. It was infotainment for me. It was entertainment. It was knowledge. I was like, "Acha aisa bhi hota hai, acha aisa bhi hota hai." So before Farzi, I had absolutely no idea that there are so many dimensions to it. But of course, now after Farzi, I've become a little better at it. I still won't say I'm a pro, but I've definitely learned.
But currency note aside, what about fake compliments?
Nothing about me is fake. I feel like but I can gauge fake people or fake things very quickly. Like I'll just know it. If it's a fake compliment, it's not coming from the heart, I'll know it. And I'm into energy, so I sort of understand people. Like I can gauge people, and I'll just know a fake energy from a genuine.
So basically, when you meet someone, you get some like vibe, and you can tell
Yeah,
as to
like
how
if it's
what.
positive, if it's not okay, if they're trying to be sweet, too sweet to you, then you'll just get it. You'll just understand. Okay, this is not my scene. These are not my people. Yeah.
Okay, I'm very tempted to ask, what do you think about my energy?
Oh, the first thing I noticed about you was how do you take care of your hair? Like they are so like thick and like nice and like curly and like it's very difficult to handle curly hair. My sister-in-law has them.
Oh,
So
is
she's
it?
constantly like, oh my god, I just have to like, take care of them so much. But I love your hair. That's the
Thank
first
you.
thing. And you have a very positive vibe about you. Like, because you're smiling,
Yeah.
it's just reflecting onto me and then I'm smiling back. But otherwise, I'm
Yeah.
very tired in my head. But, it just makes it easy when, because you have a very nice vibe.
You've been very nice to me.
Oh.
Thank you.
But you are.
But we're going to play a fun game. Okay, I'm going to give you a few objects, and you're going to tell me which one's fake, which one's authentic.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Oh shit.
I've got these two diamond rings.
Oh.
Now you've got to tell me which one's fake and which one's real.
I'm not really into diamonds and stuff, but I think this is the real one. Is it?
You're right.
This is the real one.
Yeah. You get to keep the fake one.
Oh really? No, I don't want it. Thank you. I don't want it.
Okay, I've got two gold chains here.
Okay. And I will
Let's
tell
see
you which one's
which
gold.
which one's real, which one's fake.
मेरा जो एग्जाम हो रहा है ना ये और मैंने इतना बिल्ड कर दिया अपने आप को अभी इससे पहले
जितने ध्यान से आप देख रहे हो, तो still in your character, huh?
I'm just constantly like is gold?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Okay, now I've got.
Oh my god. Okay.
This is going to be a real test.
Okay.
Okay.
These are two notes, and you
Two
want me
notes.
to tell you which is
The
fake.
fake, yeah.
So both are real.
You're right. हम फर्जी नोट लेकर घूमेंगे, जेल जाना है हमें.
इतने अच्छे फर्जी को बना भी नहीं सकता तो इसलिए I think they're real.
Artist भी नहीं.
Yeah, नहीं. मेरा की आंखों से नहीं बच सकता हूँ.
And because you're a food show,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
we're going to give you some food items also.
Yes, please.
Okay. We've got. You have to tell me which one's Indian paneer,
हाँ.
which one is Firangi paneer.
I think this is Indian and this is Firangi.
Yeah, this
है ना?
is Indian
ये तो
and this
देख
is
के पता चल
tofu.
गया. I know exactly.
Full points. You've got two orange juices.
Okay.
Which one's a fresh orange juice? Which one's a canned orange juice?
Oh. This is canned.
Bang on, Raashii.
Yeah.
Good one. अब इस बात पे तो आपको खाने से ट्रीट करना
ठीक है, please
चाहिए.
खाना दे दो. मुझे भूख लग रही है.
Last time you mentioned how much you love Thai curry
Yes,
and rice.
I
You've
love.
got that.
Oh,
We've
wow.
repeated the
Amazing.
same order for you.
Thank
And
you.
few more things.
Thank you.
So we are at Game Palacio. Okay. They've let us bowl. They've let us eat some food. We've taken full advantage of your popularity.
I think you're as popular, man. Like clearly.
I want to know, do you take advantage of your own popularity?
I
Skip
think
the
not at
queue?
all. I really should learn it. Whenever, even if we have special services in the airport
Yeah.
and there's a line, I still prefer being in because I just feel it's unfair. Okay, fine if I'm famous, but it's just, my heart doesn't. I don't believe that I'm a big actor or I need special services and I should use it. I've never done that.
So it's still not registered
it's
fully
not. I'm
that.
just a very normal girl. Yeah, it's not in my head that I'm something.
Okay, when was the first time when you realized you're famous?
Oh God. So I think I was very uncomfortable with fame in the beginning, and I think majorly I saw this in the South, where I saw this association in my name, Raashii Khanna Fans Association. I was like, what is that? And I remember this was my first experience in Tirupati. I'd gone for a shop opening there, and there was this road. Okay, we were supposed to take that road, and that whole road was blocked. And I was like, why is this road blocked? And they're like, ma'am, it is for you. I said,
Oh.
I was so shocked, and that's when I got to know, like, South fans are so, they
Yeah,
worship you.
that's true.
I was like, this is for, I was so scared. I got down of the car. There were so many people. My manager was a little manhandled, so he had like a fracture in his foot.
That extreme.
Yeah, there was something that happened in his hand, and my suit, I was wearing a dupatta that got torn and everything. And I know it was probably not the best experiences of my life, but that is the place where I realized, oh shit, they want they just want a piece of you in any possible way. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. I was
Yeah.
also once told that be careful, because when you're going in crowd, sometimes they carry blades just to get your blood.
What?
Yeah. Okay, just like,
Oh my God.
I've heard actors tell me this. So I was like, oh my God, I'm not going out with the bodyguards around me. I have to be careful. And then they have security. But, there's that level of love that they
yeah.
have for their actors, which is amazing. So that was my first brush with being famous.
Are there any do's and don'ts in your diet? Or you pretty
Yeah,
much
so
eat everything, or what is
I
it?
realized early in life that you have to be balanced in your diet, and nothing else works in the longer run, because the more dieting you do, the more frustrated you will be as a person.
Yeah.
Because unless you give yourself nutrients and unless you're satiated, you'll not be happy. And I want to be happy. So I eat everything in moderation. I usually stick to home food.
Yeah.
I don't like to eat outside, but I have my cheat meals. I love my chocolate cakes and I love all that. So once in a week, I'll have a burger. That's my cheat meal. Or I'll have rajma chawal made by my mom.
Rajma
I love
chawal.
rajma chawal with achar and some pyaz. And so I think I eat like a regular person, but
Yeah.
my portion size is smaller. But I work out and I really compensate when I work out. I work out really nicely. So I think that's a balance that I think everyone should try and find in their lives.
Yeah. When you go out, any street food or anything that you particularly enjoy?
I love bhel puri.
Hmm.
And earlier, when I was a child, I used to go to these places in Chandni Chowk for golgappas and those tikkis that they have. And I love samosas.
Samosa.
Yeah, so I think, yeah,
What do you think about French fries?
looks nice.
Yeah.
There are different kinds of.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sushi with sauce.
Nahi.
Have
Actually,
you done any
there'll
of
be
those
people
weird
who would have done that.
combinations? Yeah.
I had a
sure.
friend who would eat Chinese with dal and chawal. And I'm like,
What?
how can you come? They're like, it's just food. And I remember there's one gang of friends I had, and I still have. They have compartments in their body. So they say that they have food compartments. Agar unhone, like, they had bhel puri. Acha, this is a snack. This goes in the snack department. Now we have to eat proper. I'm like, how can you eat so? And then we'll have dinner.
Yeah.
Then now that they've eaten dinner, now we need dessert. So I'm like, is your stomach not full already?
How many compartments do you have?
I have one.
One.
Okay. I can't have like 3, 4. I'll just take a bite from things,
Yeah.
but like never overstuff myself.
Are
For
there
sure.
any other morning rituals that you have? Last time when we spoke, you said you start your day with a spoon of ghee.
I do love my ghee. So I take it. I sometimes don't tell him, but I take it in the morning because I think that sort of just flushes out all the toxins, and that's the first thing that goes into your body. It just helps your digestion.
With just like one spoon of ghee, or do you
Yeah.
mix it with something or?
Just one spoon. And after that, half an hour, don't eat or drink anything. Let
Okay.
it just settle in your stomach, and then anything you take inside, it's just easier for it to digest. That's why ghee is like amazing.
Does it add glow also to your skin?
I hope so. I hope so.
Okay, one bottle of ghee, please. Is it true that you wanted to be an IAS officer? Yeah. So then, how did the story transpire? And do you remember what was your first paycheck?
Yeah. I remember it was 5,000.
5,000
Yes.
rupees.
It
How
was
did
for
you
a-
earn that?
I'd done hand modeling. So I just had to show my hands and do some masala something and pay me money. And I was like, iske liye paise milenge? That was my first job. And I remember giving that money to my parents.
But listen, you're doing movies, South mein, yahan par, everywhere. Plus you work out, you have... What time do you wake up? How do you do it all?
So I also meditate in the
And
morning.
you also meditate. Okay.
Yes. So my day usually starts in the morning at, let's say, 5 o'clock. I wake up at 5, and that's why Bombay, when I come to Bombay and they're like, "Arey 11 baje start karenge." मैंने कहा तो बहुत late है, because that's afternoon in my head, like close to afternoon.
Yeah.
So I wake up early. I do my kriyas. There's a Sudarshan kriya that I do, and after that I sit in meditation. So it ranges from about 40 minutes to 1 hour if I have the time. Otherwise, 40 minutes is minimum. But it
Every
has
day.
changed my life. Like, I've started living in the present. I don't think about tomorrow at all. I smile more often. Like, my parents sometimes, and I told them this. I said, "Listen, I'm smiling a lot. Don't think I'm a fool because I'm just smiling." And they're like, "No, we're happy for you." I said, "No, I have to tell you this, that it has changed my life in a very positive way, and that's why I feel today more than any day before, I think, because now the stress levels have gone up.
Yeah.
Meditation is not just for old people; it's for people like you and me. It's for kids, so that they can focus on things. So I think my life has sort of found another meaning with this, and I'm very happy, and I'm exploring it even more. But yeah, that's a very important part of my life.
But that's so good to know. And when did you start? How long has it been for you that you've gone on this path of meditation?
I actually thought of taking my mom for her 60th birthday to an ashram where they teach this. And I had no idea what it was about. I just knew कि meditation करते हैं. Let's figure out what this is all about.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I thought it was all about focusing on a point, and you can't focus because your head is always running. And then when I went there, they taught us that you just have to hug your thoughts, just like be there and don't focus on anything. That is meditation. You're not surrendering everything. And there's certain kriyas they taught us. And I think for me, my mom said this is the best birthday ever. And I said that's what I wanted. Like, I went for her, but it changed both of our lives. And this was in November. So from November till now, I think it's been like 6-7 months. And I'm so much more happier. And so I love life. I can't explain it. Like, be it lows, of course I have lows and I have times when I'm low, but I come out of it very fast. So, yeah.
I think it's a great message for the youth who are watching, who often think that meditation or spirituality is only for the older generation. But I feel the youth needs it more than anybody else, given the thick of things that we are constantly
the pressures they have today,
Yeah.
and everybody's on social media today, their numbers, and even if you don't think about it, there's always peer pressure.
Yeah.
You're going to the school, and I've seen it like with my cousins and all. I'm like, why are you talking about now? What are you talking about? Like, because we never thought of it. We never knew what depression was as kids when we were growing up, and now they have mental health issues. And I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And I know that the world has to move on and we have to move with it, but these are tools that are available to help you.
Yeah.
It's like, मैंने स्नान किया, like I took bath. I'm washing my physical self, but I'm washing my mind.
Yeah.
And there's so much of garbage of so many years that when you start, there are times when people start crying, there are times when people start laughing, because all these emotions that pent up stuff starts coming out. So I think it's beautiful. Yeah.
You have a very interesting way of celebrating your birthdays.
Yeah.
You don't have a party, you have satsang.
Yeah.
So what happens in a satsang?
So satsang is mandatory, but sometimes even parties, like, I was known for the parties that I threw for my birthdays, but they would always be like, okay, 29th night, my birthday is on the 30th. 29th night, I'll still party with my friends. That also I've stopped from past 2-3 years. But the satsang is a mandatory thing. Like, it's just because I want to bring in the birthday with the divine. And that's my best way to, like, and that's the happiest, it makes me the happiest. Like, there's a video in my phone also, I'm just like dancing on a, and like, and they call me, they say to Meera hai, like, very like, I'm just like gone. Like, I'm just so happy when I'm in a satsang or when I'm with people there. There's a small community of all of us.
Tell me something. Do you think meditation or even spirituality touches you differently when you are at your low point of life? And maybe when you are in a stable state of mind, you may not look at it that way.
I think only when you hit the lowest phase of your life is when you think you need aids, you need tools.
Yeah.
Some people go to the wrong path.
Yeah.
But this is another path that can really help you deal with it in the best possible way without really ruining the person that you are.
Yeah.
You'll keep yourself intact, and anytime there's another low that you'll face, because I also have a lot of lows in my life, you'll never see it because I'll handle it very well. So spirituality is like this tool, or I would say a weapon, that can really help you get out of your misery or get out of your low self-esteem or your low, whatever you feel, whatever bad things you feel or whatever you face situations. It just helps you deal with them in a much, much better way. And I'm saying this from experience.
Yeah. But one can't believe like somebody as successful as you would also feel rejected and would feel low.
I think even everybody, Kamiya, at every level feels rejected. There are so many actors I know and big actors I know of who just got replaced in the last moment. There are no reasons given. And you're like, so you get rejected every time. So I'm so used to rejection. I'm like, I'll take it. So I mean, it is not easy. I think it's one of the most difficult professions, not for the faint-hearted at all. At all.
We saw your amazing travel pictures with Vani. Where were you traveling?
So we went to Paris and Amsterdam.
Hmm.
And I've been to Amsterdam mostly with her. I love Amsterdam. So I told her, Amsterdam we have to do. And okay, let's add one more place. So I had never seen Paris and she'd shot Befikre there. So she was like, okay, let's go to Paris. I'll show you around because I know the place really well. And we went for it and we really had fun.
Wow, we've never seen two Bollywood actresses hanging out like this.
But I think our friendship is way beyond our profession because when we started out, I mean, we were friends before that. Like, of course, we started modeling together. But I think that she's like my sister today. It's not really like she's a friend. I can't say she's much more than that. She's my I feel like she's my family. You know, so there's no concept of, oh, you're also an actor, I'm also an actor.
Yeah.
It's not there. It's just like two sisters. You know?
Yeah.
Like that.
So a lot of gossip from the film industry. You guys binge on.
Actually, we hate gossip and we try not to gossip at all. Like if there's anything I would even want to say, you know, this is what we want to do because we don't want to feed ourselves with stuff.
Yeah.
Achha, but it's information. I'm like, okay, give me information.
But girls trip is a lot of fun, don't
Yeah.
you agree? Give 3 reasons to our audiences. I'm sure they should also plan this.
I think
And
the
why?
first reason why you should do a girls trip is if you haven't done it before, is it's one of the most liberating things ever. And girls want to do the same things, so that is one thing because you know you want to do similar things, so that's amazing.
Yeah.
There's never that, oh, I want to go here but I want to go there, and there's a lot of bonding that happens and you really get to know each other
Yeah.
in the real space because then you're living with each other also there.
Yeah.
So I think that is another thing, and it just freshens up your soul. And you know, if you have a girlfriend, you can talk to her about anything and she'll keep listening and
Yeah.
she'll talk and I'll keep listening. You won't necessarily get that with anybody else. So I think a girls trip is a lot of fun and
Yeah.
everybody should do it.
Anything crazy that happened with you two
Girls.
girls traveling there?
I remember one time we were so happy. We were just walking the streets of Amsterdam and we were so happy. We were listening to our music and we were both dancing on the street like walking. And then I looked at her and she looked at me, we were both dancing and she's like, okay, it is just we were both dancing. And I remember like it was such a nice
What
memory.
made you all happy in Amsterdam? There are lots of things that you
No,
get
no,
there.
I think for us it was just the vibe of the place.
Yeah,
It's just that I love. I think I may be into architecture because I love the way the buildings are there.
It's gorgeous.
It's the weather,
Yeah.
and it's that we get to click beautiful pictures as memories.
Yeah.
And there's amazing food. There's this place called Omelette where we went. I mean, they give you omelettes, but
Yeah.
I mean, to think of it, it's very bland. But when
Yeah.
you go there,
Yeah.
I had an omelette with banana and peanut butter. You can't even think of the combination, but when it
Yeah.
comes in front of you, you're like, what is this? It's healthy, it's yummy, and it's
So
amazing.
saying omelette, egg with banana
Yeah,
and peanut
imagine.
butter. Sounds weird.
Yeah, but
How
it doesn't
did
taste like egg. It tastes like pancake. You're having pancakes. And it was my favorite dish, and I had like the best coffee there. Yeah,
Would love to know about work. What's
Yes.
happening there?
So right now, Yodha, I don't know the release date yet because they haven't really told us, but I think it's going to be this year.
It's a Dharma
Yes, it's a
film,
Dharma
right?
film. Something that I never thought I'd be in, but I'm very happy to be. As a
Is
Dharma
it different? Is it different than Dharma
I mean,
films?
I
Or...
think it's just a feeling that you're in a Dharma film. I can't explain it. It's like when
Yeah.
you're also in a Vaira film because when you grow up in the 90s specifically, these were
Yeah.
the two big production houses. You know, you made it if you're
Yeah.
a part of that. And
Yeah.
I mean, now there are many and very nice ones also, but still that special place is there for like a Dharma film or a Vaira thing.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I got the Dharma script and I saw the symbol and I was looking at it and I'm like, oh my god, I'm in a Dharma, you know. So I had that feeling. So it's a very, very special film for me.
Yeah.
And that will definitely release this year. There are 2 other Hindi projects that are signed, which
Okay.
I will share about very soon, hopefully. There's one Tamil film that I'm shooting for, Aranmane 4, which is a horror film, but now it'll be shot in it will be in 3D
Yeah.
for people to see, and it will be all languages. So that is one film, and there's Medhavi, that's also a horror film that'll come out. That's a Tamil film. There's one more Tamil film that I'm signing, and one film and 2 films in Telugu. So I think my second half of the calendar is like
Packed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but good thing for us, we
Yes.
get to see you more often on screen now.
Yes.
And she's been wonderful
Same
meeting
here.
you again
Same here.
and
Thank
playing,
you. Yes.
losing very badly, and enjoying this Thai curry and rice and your salad. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.